Knicks fans of a certain age might have some issues comprehending what Mike Breen said at the end of that call. You could see a sweep. The New York Knicks pull it off against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They await the winner of OKC and San Antonio as that series is now tied at 2 games apiece for the New York Knicks. And yes, their first finals appearance since 1999. And one of the key contributors to this team, Josh Hart, goes for 6 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals, joins us right now. The hat, it's got to feel good to be wearing that. What's it like for you, Josh, to be a part of what is truly a historic Knicks team?
Man, it's a great feeling. Obviously, we can't be satisfied. We got another series to go, but we'll enjoy this tonight and get back to work tomorrow.
Josh, what's up? This is Rudy, man. I don't know if you can see me. Oh.
Yep.
Man, with this win, y'all the 5th team in history to win 11 straight games in the postseason. Like, tell me, what is the formula for that, man? Because it seems like a totally different team.
Yeah, I think it's just the character of the guys in the locker room. I don't think we really care who gets the attention or the accolades or anything like that. We want to win, and we know everyone has a talent that they can bring to the table, and we're willing to sacrifice.
Jay Hart, this is IT, bro. You know, your fellow vet from the Lakers days when you wasn't thinking about no finals appearance. but quick question. June 3rd is the start of the finals. How do you stay in rhythm with knowing you guys have a long break? Like, what is your routine? I know you guys the last couple series have had a semi-break going into the next series. What's your philosophy on staying in the rhythm?
Yeah, I'm going to have a couple of glasses of Bordeaux tonight. I'll do that, and then tomorrow get right back to the recovery. Normatec, I got a red light bed at the house. I got a sauna at the house. I'm going to do those, continue to get shots up, ice tub, stuff like that. So just making sure my body's ready. As you know, it's hard to replicate game shots, in practice, especially this late in the season. But, just get and, be confident.
Yes, you got a whole recovery house.
Oh yeah, he knows.
Hey,
I got to, man. Y'all know y'all get a little older, man. The league younger and younger.
I'm glad, by the way, you're celebrating with a Bordeaux blend because I usually watch the games with a large glass of cab with me here. So that's probably the only similarity that I have in terms of the what. I
never got the invite.
Next time,
we know about invites.
Right. I'll bring the bottle next time as we're watching this thing. But just explain to me, as Knicks fans watch this season unfold, Josh, and you lived it. It wasn't a straight line of success. I mean, even in the postseason, that series against Atlanta, but there's been some ups and downs. How did you guys come together? And just in terms of like the evolution, this is. I think Rudy had said it. This feels like a different team right now than it did earlier in the postseason, and then certainly the one that we saw during the regular season.
Hey, by the way, Josh, you're gonna have to excuse my friend. He's geeked up. He's from New York, so
So I'm a little fired up. I remember that '99
spot. Up on goofballs right now.
And the '94 one.
Man, we good. I mean, Rudy, IT, y'all been in it, for a long time. Y'all know that you want to be playing your best basketball at the end of the year. There's going to be peaks and valleys, during the season. That's why you just try to consistent, try to stay even keel because, you trust in the habits that you're building. And if, those are true championship habits, they're going to show at the end of the year. So we just continue to trust in our work, continue to build those habits. And right now you just kind of see, us playing our best basketball right now.
Yeah. Jay, this is Rudy again. Explain to us what influence Mike Brown has had for y'all. Obviously, this is, like we said, it's a totally different team this year than it was earlier this year. But it's a totally different team from last year. So just what was his influence this year and what led up to this right now?
Yeah, he's someone who, you love to play for. He's someone that's going to put you in the right positions to be successful. He's willing to listen to whether other coaches or, guys on the team, us, into, what we think, we need in terms of whether that's rest, recovery, those kind of things, or, the flow of the offense, flow of the defense, stuff like that. So, he's been huge just because he's been a a sounding voice and someone who's, listening to us and doesn't mind taking the back seat and, letting other guys, shine.
Hey, Josh, congratulations again. Before we let you get going, I couldn't help but notice your games at Madison Square Garden, the celebrities in full force. In Cleveland, they showed up for this game as well. Is there one celebrity while you're playing that you just kind of do a double take and go, damn, he's a Knicks fan too?
I don't know. It's tough. Honestly, I really love the obviously Tracy, Spike, Ben, Timmy, seeing those guys all the time. Al, seeing those guys consistently. I think that's the biggest thing. For me, you can look over once and see someone go to a game, but are they really in it? Do they really love it? And those guys are diehard Knicks fans, and you just love and appreciate those guys. Tracy also, appreciate those. Fat Joe, I don't want to leave no one out, but those are diehard fans.
Well done, name checking all of them. Josh, continued success, man. Get it done in the finals and enjoy a couple days off.
Yeah, send me that Bordeaux
Appreciate
too.
it.
Yes.
Good luck.
Oh yes, sir. Got some little pen, baby. We good.
Okay.
Josh Hart, once again, a Knicks win for him. And to me, it's funny because I'm actually glad that you asked that question, because it was a 9-day layoff heading into that Philly series, or excuse me, into the Cleveland series. Now we're going to see it just again. Do you change your routine? Because not for nothing, game one in this series against Cleveland, they're down 22 points with 7:40 in that fourth quarter. They needed an epic run here. It did feel like the layoff, it hurt them a little bit in that game one.
Yeah, it did. And I think anybody who's been in these positions, yeah, you want rest, but you don't want too much rest because it does mess up your rhythm a little bit as a team as well. So, but they've been used to it the last, couple rounds. Hopefully they stay in rhythm, stay in routine, and be ready for the final.
I think more than anything, they're just going to have to hold their excitement. Look, the whole city's going to be behind them.
Yeah.
They're going to be ready to go. They're going to have a tough series ahead of them, depending upon who it is they're playing. And they're just going to have to hold their excitement and just get the jitters out of there. I've never been to this point, but I could imagine, it's something that is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and they just have to, focus and just play the game.
Yeah, it's going to be different over the next 9 days. June 3rd will be game number 1, awaiting the winner once again between OKC and San Antonio. Meanwhile, just hitting the podium a few minutes ago, James Harden, who goes for 12 points. He was just 2 of 8 from the floor. He's addressing the media.
So just keep trusting our process, trust our collaboration.
Oh, to Coach's point, the Cavaliers are going to have some really hard decisions this offseason. Knocking on the door, so close to trying to win an NBA championship right before the trade deadline, making the big splash for James Harden and falling just short. But you can see the excitement. Knicks fans have to be loving this. The history and tradition around.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
There's a couple of us inside the building.
Just happy as a clam. I don't even know what that means.
You threw this out here a little bit earlier. You said they're playing as well as anyone, maybe the best basketball of any team. Yeah. I know both of you guys have loved what OKC has done the entire season, what San Antonio has done this entire season. Is it me, or does it feel like the Knicks may have an advantage? This is a 9-game layoff heading into this series. Sharp. Pull off a sweep. 9-game layoff. June 3rd is game 1 of the finals. If the Western Conference Finals go 7, it's going to be like this the rest of the way. It feels like this is setting up nicely right now for New York.
I mean, the way the Western Conference Finals is going, it's super physical. Yeah. It's a battle. It's a real battle on the Western Conference. So, I think they'll be the beneficiary of a tired team, whatever team that may be. They get to rest. They get to kind of watch both teams and see how they, during the season, what worked for them.
Sure.
Going against them. But, yeah, those guys are beating up on each other pretty bad in the Western Conference. It's really competitive. And, you have a team on the other side that pretty much did work early. And they're just figuring out how to beat either one of them, whichever happens.
Stylistically, you always think about IT, and you've talked about this on the show. The matchups It's meaningful. You might have a team that's really dominant, and maybe it's just a bad matchup. The way the Knicks have been able to pull off some of these wins, it feels like they can beat you in different ways. The depth of this roster has been there. The three-point shooting has been there. The evolution of Cat as a distributor has been there. We know they can win with Brunson in isolation. What's the Achilles heel for this team?
I think the biggest thing for them in their success throughout this time is, we've always known them as a defensive group. Offensively, they're playing different than they did in the regular season. So it was all eyes on Jalen Brunson all year long, and even early on in the playoffs. Now that they got Karl-Anthony Towns in a position where he's impacting winning other than scoring, playmaking, rebounding, being able to get others involved, it's opened it up and made things easier for everybody else. Now, Mikal Bridges just has to hit open shots. OG's hitting his open shots. Josh Hart has been hitting jump shots. When this team is hitting jump shots, on top of all the things that they do really well is attacking the paint, defending at a high level, being able to defend multiple positions, it says a lot because we haven't seen this team, this Knicks team with this style of play this consistent for this long. And it says a lot about their coaching staff and their organization and the adjustment of the players this late in the season. So it's a lot that's going on over there, but they're, like we said earlier, they're playing the best brand of basketball no matter what's happening, matchups, other teams, playing 6 or 7 games, them not playing or them having rest. It really doesn't matter when you're talking about the New York Knicks.
Yeah. The job that Mike Brown has been able to do with this team, Rudy, what stands out for a guy that's got experience, has done really well as a head coach, but he wasn't the first option. I don't know if he was the second or even third option. Knicks, remember last offseason, were getting rejected by teams. They wanted to go and talk to different coaches. That didn't happen, but yet it didn't matter. Mike Brown's led them to the finals.
Well, I mean, this is a guy that's done it before. And, it took some time, for his philosophy to work. This is the same team that maybe 2 or 3 months ago, Cat didn't really understand his role.
Yeah,
So
right.
It's like it just goes to show trusting the process and becoming one. I think this team has had 3 different teams within this season. Yeah. It took a minute for Mike Brown to understand his team. It took a minute for this team to understand Mike Brown. So this is the benefits of sticking with it, being mature, and also being a professional. So we already knew they had the talent. They were 1 win away last year.
Yeah.
Just them being more cohesive as a team has really, really gotten them to the next level. And, who knows what happens in the next series, whoever that might be they're playing against. But, they've done a really good job of transforming their team.
An 11-game winning streak right now for the New York Knicks. You said 1 game away to getting to this point a season ago. They are 4 wins away now from winning their first NBA championship
there we go.
in 53 years. Some of the sights and sounds from tonight's game. We got some more reactions still to come here on NBA TV.
Tonight at Rocket